Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Welcome to the channel. It's Set It Off Sunday. Listen, even the Lord's Day ain't sacred. Let me play my intro and we gonna get into it.
Work, work, work. To me, I get work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. Me the girl for murder, da, 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 da. Try me, I deserve it. Let the devil lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a sleep a decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, work, work.
Oh, it's Mocha Mima. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, an extra special welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Click on the bell button for the uploads. That way you know every time I go live or post a video. Y'all, like I said before, it is Sunday, but even the Lord's Day ain't sacred. Y'all, these YouTube streets stay hot. Instagram stay hot. So y'all, let's get into it. Let me pull up my Instagram for you. I wasn't gonna go live today, if I said I gotta give y'all something. I said I have to give you something because this was a lot. It was a whole lot of. All right, so let's see. Our first story we're gonna start out with. Y'all remember Jagged Edge? They had that good music back in the 2000s. That He Don't Love You Like I Love You. Um, Let's Get Married. Then they had the So Def remix because they was down with Jermaine Dupri. That song still hits today. I know one of the guys is in jail, not the twins, but one of the other guys. He's in jail. I don't know if it was for murder or what, but anyway, this was Brandon. It was Brandon, and he got the other brother. The other brother named Brendan. I forget. Anyway, Brandon was in a bad accident. I could see there the fire truck says DeKalb County Fire Rescue. So that's down in Georgia. So Brandon Casey was in a serious car accident. He's okay, but child, y'all look at that car. That car is not okay. So, whew, y'all, thank God he's okay. Whew, that was a bad one. Mm, mm, mm. So thank God he had his seatbelt on, but I wonder what kind of car that was. It looks expensive. I wonder what he's doing now. I didn't even look it up. So, best wishes to him that he gets set, gets well soon, and he can always get a car, but you don't get another life. Lord. Let's see our next story. Oh, Celia Cruz. Y'all, if you've ever been to the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, I went down there back in 2015, and they had a whole thing with Celia Cruz. And I had heard of her before and whatnot, but I got to see the exhibit they had for her, and I just loved it. She died back in 2003, but they made the Celia Cruz Barbie. So I think that is just cute. I loved her music. I like salsa music. Some of it I can't deal with, but I love Celia Cruz. Look at that Barbie. Azúcar. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh, let me stop. But look at the Barbie. They gave the Barbie the hips and everything for Celia Cruz. That is wonderful. She is the queen of salsa. And I remember when she was with the Tito Puente Orchestra. That is wonderful. So shout out to Celia Cruz. Look at the details. The shoe. Where's the heel on the shoes? I'm looking at the shoe. The shoe looks kind of funny, but the details. Oh, and it's sold out already. Mattel. Those dolls get sold out. They call her La Reina de Salsa, which Reina is queen. So shout out to Barbie for doing that. Barbie, they always doing something. I have a lot of those Barbie dolls. I have the Maya Angelou. I have, I think, the Ella Fitzgerald, Katherine Johnson. I have a bunch of those different dolls that they put out for women. So shout out to them. Who we have next? Oh, rest in peace to Irish Grinstead. Y'all remember the group 702? You may remember back in the 90s. They had the song Where My Girls At. They had Stilo was the other song. 702, that's the area code for Las Vegas, where they were from. So Irish passed away. They put it out there today by her sister. And Irish was a twin. Her twin's name was Orish, and her twin died back in 2008, and she was only 27 years old. So now she's with her twin sister. Um, Rest in peace to Irish. I said that she had a long health battle. Beautiful girl, and I loved how they sung. And she was also, I think she was on the show The Encore on BET. I think she was on there. And here's a note that they put. And I think the other girl that was Mila was the other girl. I think that was in the group with them. So it's terrible. There she is there singing. They were beautiful girls, and I loved their voices because I used to love 702. Steelo, that was my song, and I think I still got that CD too because I did. I loved them. Yeah, I did. I really loved them. Oh, it's terrible. Oh Lord, Lord, y'all, these two are back together. Blueface is down with Chrissean and Chrissean Jr. He's back with them. Stewie SpongeBob, aka Jaden, is upset, calling him a deadbeat and a weirdo. She's the only one that had her back. Girl, you know what this man is. You know this man is a flip flopper. He goes woman to woman. Y'all all put up with it, so shut the hell up. That's what I say to her. Shut up. Let me flow through these. There he is laid up with the baby. I'm just, here she goes with her stuff. She's saying, Jaden, please. You know what, Jaden? It was okay when you were laid up with this man while that child, Chrissean, the mother, was giving birth to the baby. It was okay when you was laid up with him and everything else. And now you're having problems. Girl, please. Look at this. I'm sorry to all the fans. I'm not with MILF Music no longer because I guess Chrissean signed with his music company. Let me see if it's in here. I know I remember seeing. And he's talking about Jaden. She didn't support it. Let me move on because they're getting on. Listen, I'm old enough to be all their mother. And whatnot, almost old enough to be their grandmother because I have a granddaughter that's 22. And let me tell you, I could take a switch and everything to all of them because they're getting on my nerves. I only care about the baby, Chrissean Malone Jr. So they just get on my damn nerves. They're absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what's next here. Deion Sanders leads Colorado to another victory, this time over Colorado State. You know, their coach was talking earlier saying, oh, when I sit down with people, I take off my hat and my glasses. Coach for Colorado State, you also can shut the hell up. Stop hating. Deion has won 3 in a row. He beat your team. Shut up. And Deion had, who he had? Offset was down there with them the other day, hyping them up and whatnot. Lil Wayne was down there, which, I can't stand him. But, he's giving them the hype. Deion knows these kids. He's working with these kids. Obviously, he's having a good outcome with them. They're trying hard. They're doing their best. So he needs to shut up. And it says here in the comments, these people up at 2 a.m. watching them play football because Colorado is on mountain time, I believe. So you know what? Shout out to Deion for doing this. And the haters can kiss his behind. That's how Deion feels. They can kiss his behind. for all that. So good luck to that team. Good luck to his son Shador. Shador is the quarterback for the team. So they need to get over it. Get over themselves. All right, what we got next? Oh, this right here. Listen to this, y'all. Whole thing, because I don't know how Tasha K might try to give me a strike or whatever. I don't know. But y'all, listen. Listen. I only know about this because another content creator told me about it and brought it to my attention. I don't follow Tasha K and what she does. I look to see what the blogs and everything says about her. Allegedly, you see the guy on the left with the Philadelphia hockey jersey thing. He is Easy the Block captain. You see in the back there, that's Remy Ma. Now, Remy Ma and the Papoose, I guess they were maybe sponsoring this guy in these this is underground rap battles. And the site on Instagram is OTMFZ. And this was on Tasha K's what do you call this, Instagram page. I guess Tasha K has been following this story and whatnot. I don't follow Remy Ma or Papoose. I don't follow what they're doing. I have a regular job. I work a regular job. YouTube is not my main job. So she follows it and she's able to maneuver this Tasha K because this is her life. This is not all my life. Anyway, Easy is now battling this guy Geechee Gotti. And this guy Geechee Gotti is putting all the stuff out there. Let me see what he's saying. See that? All that he's saying? Allegedly, this guy Easy the Block captain and Remy are having an affair. Tasha K says she got pics of him and Remy in the Cheesecake Factory. She's gonna upload let me see if she uploaded stuff or not. Because she's saying she uploaded. Let's see if she uploaded anything on her page about it. Let's see. It looks like she even took it. Oh, there's her crusty. Nobody want to see her crusty yellow toes. No. Her ugly. Jaden Smith. Wait a minute.
Told y'all that Remy Ma and Papoose are done. I told y'all that Papoose put hands on that little boy she messing with. Remy damn near 45. Okay? This little boy works for her. He is trying to get a come up and rap. Remy Ma and Papoose was supposed to own this company together. And Remy Ma ends up sleeping, and I'm going to say allegedly, with the help. Just watch this shit. When I tell you, my sources, they 98% right. Because I'm dealing with people that's in the industry. Just watch this shit. Hold on.
Nigga, he held you down in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice. He cried big tears. He still by you by your biggest accomplishment, front row, giving you big tears. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He'd be damned if he lose you to this bozo with break. How can you protect the nigga that showed he couldn't protect you? Is wild for real.
Woo! Oh.
You know he ain't got the heart, fool. Fucking a nigga bitch when you ain't got hands ain't even a smart move.
Hey!
But yeah, he knocked him out because he be damned to keep seeing you get stepped to by some nigga he socked out and stood over like a step stool. If you think he didn't love you, he would have put up with all of this shit. Yo, Papoose, that's how you talk to your bitch.
Oh! No! Ay, shit. I told you that butch bitch was throwing pussy. That bitch was running the pod. I said, Remy, you ain't never been feminine. There ain't no other man that I would have done that shit for you. Come on now. That goddamn it. Remy Ma been feeling herself later. I told you vegan pussy is free pussy. She went vegan. She stopped wearing panties. When she stopped wearing panties around them little boys, they could smell her tail. They could. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get off of Tosh. Let me see if she has. No, nothing else. Ooh, y'all, that's a mess. That is a mess. So we'll go back to seeing what is said about that. Let's see, where would I leave off at? Oh, it's here. So y'all, we'll see what's said. Ooh, this right here. This was in New York City at a home daycare. A 1-year-old died from an accidental fentanyl overdose, and I think it was three other toddlers were rushed to the hospital for exposure to fentanyl as well. They're in stable condition. They say the daycare workers put them down for a nap Friday afternoon, and then some of them would not wake up. They said they found a kilo press. I don't know exactly what a kilo press is, but I could guess what it is. You get the drugs and you press them into bricks that are in a kilo weight. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, this is an item that's commonly used by drug dealers when packaging large quantity of drugs. They said this was the baby, the 1-year old, adorable, his first week at this daycare. They were told it was a great place. It looked like a nice place. He explained to his wife, who asked not to be identified, when she went to pick up Nicholas early because she missed him. When she got to the daycare, she found out something happened. She called the wife called her husband and say our child was going to the hospital. They thought he was going to be fine. 10 minutes later, she called him back saying, on the way to the hospital, saying that he had passed away. Ugh, that's terrible. Terrible, y'all. Oh, now here's Shanquilla Robinson. Y'all know this happened last fall. It happened about a year ago, where Shanquilla went with her friends to Mexico. Her friends beat her. A couple of her friends beat her up, and she was found dead in the Airbnb that they got. Anyway, what happened was now a creator of a Tubi series, I guess, made a series about what happened to her and exploited her identity, likeness, and more in an episode. So I guess her parents is suing them for doing that. I don't know what the legality is of anyone if they can take your, take your license. Here, is this here? The lawyer for the Shanquilla Robinson case has been Sue Ann Robinson. Some of you may remember Sue Ann Robinson. She was on Ready to Love. She was in partnership with attorney Ben Crump. The name of the series is on Tubi is called Street Legal. So Shanquilla's family is alleging that they used her name, image, and likeness without authorization, misrepresented facts, and used defamatory content. Only thing with this, is because it's art. Art is subjective or objective. I mean, it's I don't know what's going to happen with it. I'll just keep following the story to see what happens. All right, let's see what we have next. This is another story about a child. Here, you'll be able to see it here. Look what happens. This is terrible. Look at that. And it may be how they treat our black children. He hit that child in the head, then picked that child upside down. 3-year-olds run. This is a 3-year-old autistic nonverbal child. Look, he hits him in the head to stop him. So for him to hit the head on, those floors of the school are concrete, then to carry him upside down. Now this happened at Rosa Parks Early Learning Center in Dayton, Ohio. This was a paraprofessional who hit him in the back of the head, causing him to hit the floor. This happened back in mid-August. This cute little young boy's name is Braylon Tootle. His father, Robert Tootle, and Tanisha Lindsay are working with their attorney, Michael Wright, to get to the bottom of this incident. They want to know why this man hasn't been, I guess, arrested, even though he was terminated. The police have investigated the case and handed it over to the Montgomery prosecutor's office to consider charges. Montgomery County Prosecutor's Office said that the case has been filed in juvenile court, and the prosecutor's office is currently reviewing charges. What is there to review? It's on tape. He should not hit him in the head like that and then carry him upside down. That's terrible. Oh, shout out to that little boy and the family. Hopefully, they will get justice and get justice quick and sue the school system. It's terrible. Oh, Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin went to a family funeral this past April. Um, well, he said that he at a family funeral rather. He didn't attend it, but word got out about an attendee named Richard Hubbard, who had previously dated Kirk's biological mother. So word got around, and come to find out, this man is Kirk's father. Now, the article about it, I will show it. I'm going to show you a picture of. Let me show you. So Kirk did a YouTube video, and the video is it's on YouTube. It's called Father's Day, and this is Kirk with his father here. He found out that this man is indeed his father. The man lived right down the street from his recording studio. Um, the name of the YouTube video is Father's Day, a Kirk Franklin story. The video is about a little over a half an hour long, and I guess he chronicles the story. I haven't had time to watch it yet, but he chronicles the story about how he found out this man was his father. So I've heard some good things about it. So when you get a chance, you know what I mean, go and watch this so that you'll hear the story about it. I did see like a small clip of it. And it's just a lot for Kirk to take. You know, he has been in and out of the news about his relationship with his son Carrion. So hopefully this will help him in that relationship with his son and with everything with him all around. So, you know, I'm hoping the best for Kirk, his father, Richard, and Carrion. Here we have Nick. You know, I can't take Tyrese. Tyrese lives to be in the freaking news. Tyrese needs to get on his meds and stay on his meds. Well, I don't know if y'all saw the stories last week. I think I reported on it last week, but Tyrese, DJ Envy, going back and forth. Do you remember DJ Envy last week? He talked about Tyrese talking sporty to his wife, and he said he would have punched him in the mouth. So now Tyrese, after that, went home. He cried. Now he's saying, see you soon. You know, Tyrese, I'm just so sick of him. I really am. He really needs help. He needs something. And it's like, well, let me just read you what he says. God, I can't. I don't even want to freaking read it. I'm aggressive, not passive aggressive. If any man were ever to disrespect my wife, I still wouldn't be in touch with him in any capacity to try to confront me 6 years later. We've been in touch this whole time. The only drama I have in my life is BM drama, baby mama drama, and divorce drama. All that drama is self-inflicted, Tyrese. Really. You keep taking her back to court instead of just paying the money and being done with it. I don't bother nobody. If I disrespect no one. I'm sorry if I let anyone down from addressing this. I couldn't let this one roll off my back. Y'all have fun. He wanted to go viral from threatening me and calling himself confronting me while the cameras was rolling. 6 years of silence, now this. Nah, bruh. Real wops, ninja right here. Not having it. See you soon. For what, Tyrese? That's a threat. I'm so tired of him. I'm just tired of him, really. This is a story, this right here. Plies Plies is, let me tell you, if you're not following Plies and watching the things that he does, says he gives me life all the time. He is very, very funny. So you know they're all Biden about his age and all this other stuff. So Ply said the reason this age thing is front and center with Biden because who he appointed as his successor, which you know is Kamala Harris, is one of America's biggest fears, and that is a woman running this country, let alone one of color. It's not about Kamala Harris. It's more about two things America fears: women and color. And I agree with him. I totally agree. And so the comments, somebody said Mr. Spears. They call him that because of him always joking on Britney Spears. Someone tell Britney her husband's onto something. I believe it. And then you have the people in the comments that are saying all the stuff about Vice President Harris in India, which, we have so many people that believe a lot of stuff is not true. But Plies is so funny. But Plies is correct. Plies is really correct. He really is. The Biden administration has done a lot of good things for the country. They've done a lot of good things for black people. And some people are so stupid he can't come out and say this is for the black people. When they did that with the farmers, what happened? The white farmers went and sued. So black farmers couldn't get anything. They can't do it. When black people get things to get ahead, it's for everybody. And people don't understand that. It doesn't need to say black. Just like the COVID relief bills and the hate crimes bill that they did during COVID. It's like, oh, it was the Asian bill. It was not the Asian bill. It was the COVID hate crimes bill or whatever it was called. People just don't get it. They just don't get it. And they need to start really reading and looking at things instead of going off of what they hear people on the right say or whatever. I'm just so sick of it. And thank you, Plies, to what you are doing. All right, Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Him and his wife are getting divorced after 27 years of marriage. It's a shame, but it happens. It does happen.
I am not the reason that y'all look bad. I do not represent y'all. Y'all represent yourself. I am not y'all motherfucking representation. And then y'all be trying to make me feel like I gotta change for y'all. Who is y'all? Y'all already looked the fuck a mess. Y'all already was a mess. No, stop blaming me for y'all being looking a fool or looking bad. Y'all been looking bad. Y'all been looking bad. Your baby daddy's been making y'all looking bad. Y'all all been looking bad. Your husband's been making y'all look bad. All y'all been looking bad already. I am not the reason that y'all look bad. I do not represent y'all. Y'all represent yourself. I am not y'all motherfucking representation. Suki Hana is not nobody's representation. Child. Why would y'all even want me as representation? Y'all need representations yourself. I'm always gonna stay the same. All the way back 6 years back, y'all gonna see me doing the same thing, baby. Ain't nothing about me about to change. I ain't finna change my nose. Now I know that y'all want me to change my nose, and y'all trying to say that I need to. I'm ugly. Oh, baby, I'm gonna show you what ugly is. I'm gonna show you what ugly is.
Y'all, it's the subtitles for me. It was the subtitles for me. She was on the floor at the MTV Awards. The floor people had all walked on. I couldn't understand it. I can't. I'm going to move on because I can't with her. I can't with her. All right, Jeezy and what's her name? Jeannie Mae filed. They're getting divorced too. There's been some clips out there with her saying that she wants the dark meat. The white meat makes her lean in me. I don't know. I was never a fan of hers at all. When they got together and were getting married, I couldn't understand it. I'm like, whatever. They have a cute little baby. Her name is Monaco Mae Jenkins. I don't know. Now it looks like it might be getting nasty. They're saying allegedly that she cheated. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Hopefully they'll work out a parenting agreement and everything will be fine. But I don't know. I'm moving on. This story right here is very sad. Now, this little girl, her name is Nevaeh Hall, went to the dentist. This was back in 2016 for some type of dental surgery. She started having seizures during the surgery. This was in Texas, some part of Texas. I don't know if it was Houston or where it was. The dentist called a pastor, and this is being reported by People magazine. Dentist called the pastor and a pharmacist before calling 911. Who does that? And then after, what happened was the child and gave the child a halcyon pill. A halcyon is intended to treat insomnia and medical experts. And I've heard of. I have a medical background. I'm like, who would give a child a halcyon? But anyway, she gave the child a halcyon, I guess maybe to sedate the child. But the child ended up with brain damage, permanent brain damage. And the doctor, one of the doctors at the hospital said she should have been treated, called 911 sooner. She reported Dr. Jefferson to the State Board of Dental Examiners. And what ended up happening was another doctor said administering halcyon was a mistake because the halcyon could have also did something to alter her brain, a 4-year-old brain. And this doctor that did it, the doctor's name is Bethaniel Jefferson. She was found guilty of recklessly causing serious bodily harm to a child by omission. Like I said, it happened in 2016. This Dr. Bethaniel Jefferson was a black doctor. So before this happened, she had already been reprimanded twice by the Texas Board of Examiners. Last year, the family was awarded $95 million, I guess, from the practice or hospital, wherever Dr. Jefferson was working from. Nevaeh is now 11. She cannot walk or talk as a result of the brain injury she suffered from a lack of oxygen during this incident. The Dr. Jefferson ended up getting 5 years probation. She got off of this, which I don't think 5 years probation is enough. To me, it's not enough to get 5 years probation. This child is, look at her. It's terrible. It's terrible. I feel bad for the family. I feel bad for the child. Like, she can't walk or talk. People always have to be cared for. Ugh, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Ugh. Let me go to my next story. I can't. It's terrible. And all she gets is probation. I hope they took that license away, that she can never practice dental medicine anywhere, anyhow. That's terrible. This is, I'm not going to put the sound off for this one because Aubrey O'Day gets on my nerves. She says in order for her and other artists to get their publishing rights back from Diddy, they have to sign an NDA claiming to never speak ill on Diddy or Bad Boy ever again. We know Mark Curry, who was one of Diddy's artists, he wanted the money. He signed a thing saying he wanted the money instead of his publishing rights. Because I guess there's a big difference between like them getting their masters and them getting their publishing rights back. I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know if this is something that he's just doing for clicks and views, clouds. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. I'm just reporting this to you guys. I can't. With him, with Carisha, her with the outfit she had on the other day. I can't do it. Y'all, if you have kids that were school down in Atlanta. At Clark, Atlanta, Morehouse, Spelman. This is what they were going through. Look at
Bro, I need to record this for something, bro. Like, there's no way. Our whole building just flooded. Her foot is stuck in the door. The fridge is against the door, so we can't push it out, bro. And she fell when I was, bro. Everything. Bro, I need to record this for something, bro. Like,
that is terrible. Look at that. Like, what the heck? Like, what the heck is this? That rain was crazy down there. It must have all been because of the Hurricane Lee. Maybe that we're having this was 3 days ago. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. Wow. Hopefully everything is cleared up, but still, like, your car is ruined. It's like that. Everything, the dorms and the mold that comes up. Oh, God. Jeez. All right. Now, this story here. 14-year-old girl and their parents on their way from Charlotte to Boston. The girl went in the back to use the bathroom on the plane. Male flight attendant came up there and said, "Oh no, use the bathroom in first class." She goes up to the first class again. He tells her, "Oh, wait a minute, I need to go in there, wash my hands, because we're about to collect garbage." She goes in there. He's in there for about a minute. Before he went in, he told her that the toilet seat was broken. She went in to use the bathroom. When she got up, she found a phone taped to the lid of the toilet seat. I'm going to show that to you guys now. Look at this. You see that with the light down the bottom and with seat broken up there. After she left out of the bathroom, the male attendant allegedly went right in behind her. After finding her seat, she told her mother, who then saw a female passenger about to use the restroom. She warned her, "Don't go in there. My daughter's been in there. There's a camera in there." When the mother went inside, the phone was gone. The teen's father got involved, but this is the thing. While the little girl was in there, the girl took a picture of the bathroom, of that there. That was from the girl. So when the girl's father got involved, he approached the male flight attendant and showed him a picture of the hidden camera, and his whole face went white. He tried to act like he had no clue. After telling other attendants, who told the captain, the Massachusetts State Police and FBI agents met the plane at Boston Logan International Airport. They escorted the family off first, took an official report, and showed the team the phone in question, which she confirmed was the same one spying on her in the bathroom. Nearly 2 weeks since the alleged incident, the family says American Airlines haven't contacted them, but a rep told Fox Digital that they're working with police on the matter. Y'all, listen. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's why you have to watch. I usually do not use the bathroom on planes. I usually will not use it at all when I go on the plane. I wait till I get off the plane and I go to the bathroom before I get on and I go to the bathroom off. I can't even remember when I went to Ghana, did I use it? I can't even remember. That was back in 2019. But when I take these, when I fly, I usually will take connecting flight, so I don't have to be up in the air that long. And even when I went to this year, I went to Orlando, I didn't use the bathroom at all because I don't like those airline bathrooms. Oh, that is just creepy. Now this man, listen to this. I can't with these people. So he went to his Little Caesars down in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's the only Knoxville I know of. It could be another Knoxville. He went to Little Caesars because he was threatening the employees there Knoxville, Tennessee, because his pizza was not hot and ready. He was arrested in November 2021 because they told him it would take 10 minutes to make his pepperoni pizza. After asking for free breadsticks, he exits the store and returned with an AK-47. An employee present on the day, he said to, oh my God, he pointed a gun at her and said, "Where's my pizza? I want my pizza now." He left the store before police arrived after another customer handed him their own pizza. They said it wasn't even a 10-minute wait when he came in with that gun. Said Noah Beeler was working at the store that day. If he had not come in with the gun and waited another 2 or 3 minutes, it would have already been unboxed and in his hands. So he was charged. There was Charles Doty. He pled guilty to 4 counts of aggravated assault, and he is being sentenced on September 29th. People are just nuts. They're crazy. Crazy bread, crazy man. A shame. And this story here. And I have another story too I have to go back to. The thing wasn't up here. So y'all may know Tory Lanez was in court the other day. I guess he was trying to get let out on bail, something to do with bail. I'm not following the story about him because it's a whole bunch of lies and BS. He did it. You got convicted. So Tory, shut up. You and your father can shut the hell up. So you know this Megan Conniff, she's been following the whole thing. They call her Megan the Reporter. So he called her a googly-eyed bitch when leaving the court. So she said, "I didn't hear it and I'm still working to see if the transcript has it, but I've confirmed Tory Lanez chose his final courtroom moments to profanely insult me, calling me a googly-eyed bitch as he looked at the gallery. Conflicting reports whether he named me a fitting end." I wonder how, that picture of him is not how he looks now. I wonder how he looks now without the hair, Biden hair, and everything else. He's just a freaking loser. He is just a freaking loser. Now, y'all, wait a minute, because there's a story here. I'm trying to let me see here. If I refresh this, if it shows. Now, y'all, this right here, let me see. Now, y'all know, and this what they have up here of Shirley Strawberry is an old picture of her. Y'all, I'm quite sure you've seen all over the blogs and all over Instagram stuff with Shirley Strawberry and her husband, who was been locked up since last year when he got arrested. I think after July 4th last year. So lately there's a YouTube channel called Phone Calls from Jail. I think it's called something like that. They got the phone calls from Shirley talking to her husband in jail. So the calls are from October of last year, but they're coming out now, almost a year later, stuff that she said to her husband Ernesto. So she has been, she was saying different things about Steve, about Marjorie, how Steve was walking up the stairs, he's winded, about how Steve let her, showed her stuff in the house, all through the house because Marjorie is not there and Steve is scared of Marjorie, all that kind of stuff. So this happened over like last weekend. So Monday she had to go and apologize to Steve over what was said. Now Steve was already upset because people were saying Marjorie had been cheating on him with the trainer or somebody, and all the different stuff came out about them. I'll play it so you guys can hear it. It's just a whole lot of.
I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year, since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And on those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home. And Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that Steve, I'm going to just start by saying that, but the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming to you, coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does.
When something like this happens, our motto has always been to never address blogs.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or speak.
No life.
No, nothing. Because we know who we are and we know whose we are. And so we don't address blogs. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle. Because we are inside circle. We are family. And so when it came out, Marjorie is on baby watch right now. We got another grandchild coming, and the baby's due any minute, so Marjorie's over there on baby watch. She's just doing grandmama duty. And Marjorie don't really get into all this right here. And so I didn't really, look, I'm so used to getting beat up, but I didn't know when something like this happens, our motto has always been to never address blogs.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or speak.
No life.
No, nothing. Because we know who we are and we know whose we are. And so we don't address blogs. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle. Because we are inside circle. We are family. No. How Marjorie was feeling about everything. Because these bottom feeders are just beating my wife up. And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired. And so when this came out, this how the devil works. I'm going to pile it on. I'm going to go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come, the devil don't come for those he got. He sends the ones he had. So now I'm going to get me a government employee that needs some money, that work at Fulton County. I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to release these tapes. I'm going to get him to need a little bit of money. I'm going to give it to this female blogger, and she going to get a little bit of money. And now I'm going to soak her. But the timing of it was ugly because of those. How?
Now this is the thing, Steve. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. How it works is this. For those phone calls, you can get, I believe, it may be different in Georgia. I believe you can get a FOIA request. A FOIA, FOIA, is Freedom of Information Act request for those phone calls, and they can release those phone calls to you. Now, most everyday people don't want those phone calls. They don't care what's being said, right? But because it's Shirley Strawberry and her husband and the egregious charges that he had, that's why people care. And they know that they can monetize those and put them out there. I'm quite sure they will other people will put them out there. Just like when Shirley Strawberry's husband's case, that was someone had that on their website with the court cases, the docket for the whole day. it is what it is, Steve. I mean, they go and they put that out there. People are in the business of making money, like you're in the business of making money. I mean, your wife has a sort of checkered past. I mean, allegedly, her previous husband was a drug kingpin, and she was the queen pin or whatever, and she had the money or whatever while he was in jail. I mean, I don't know the exact story because I don't care that much about you and your wife, but that's what it was. I mean, you can't get mad because people are coming at you and your wife. You're celebrities. So, of course, people are going to come at you. Like, you need to get over it. That's the bottom line, Steve. You got to get over it. So, the thing about it is Shirley is 69, and Ernesto is like 59, maybe, something like that. The thing about it was Shirley got played. She got played by him. She has lost like everything. And even in the calls, and if you want more to hear about the calls, because the whole thing is really, really interesting, go to Mem's channel. It's Make It Make Sense. His name is Mems. He does a big deconstruction about it. Go check out Mems. Go check out Diana Rose. It's DyanaRozay. She does a big breakdown about it, about the Shirley side of the calls. Those two content creators are two that do excellent breakdowns about this. About that. Matter of fact, I will include their channels in the link for this video. They do excellent stuff about Shirley Strawberry and the stuff with her husband. And Mims has even stuff about Marjorie's husband, about that first husband of hers, and the kids, about how Marjorie had all her kids' last names are now Harvey, to make sure taking care of her kids. I mean, it's a lot of moving parts in that whole story with them. So it's a lot. I mean, and the thing about it is what Shirley was saying. Yeah, we know jail calls are taped, but she was talking in a private conversation to her husband, and that's a whole nother thing. That's really a whole nother thing with her speaking to her husband. In my opinion, Shirley should, at this point, she needs to leave. I mean, things with her and Ernesto really are done. She needs to go. She needs to move on and live the rest of her life. She's 69 years old. She's, according to what I've heard Diana say, what I heard Mem said, this man has been in and out of jail since she got with him. Things are not going to get better. Who knows how long he's really going to be in jail once he really goes to trial for all these charges. And there's some egregious, disgusting charges. If you could look it up, if you just Google him, Ernesto Williams, in Georgia, look for it's in Roswell, Georgia. If you look in, like, might be Clayton County, I forget which county, or Fulton County. It's terrible. It's really terrible. So y'all, I'm going to leave it right here. Y'all like and subscribe. Click on the bell button for the upload, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your day, evening, or night.
Work, work, work. To me, I get work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the cafe, try me, I deserve it. Nothing to be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, all